G'day, Michael. Great to see you, buddy. I'm glad we can get together and have this conversation. You and I have known each other for years, and this is the second time we've been on a call.
Yeah, it's been a little bit of a while, ever since the Evo Pro beginnings.
Wow. How long is that? Jeez, I think that's 2008, and it's 2017 now. Wow.
Well, that was a great product.
Oh, absolutely. Mate, that was amazing times back then. But then Google kind of got a little bit smart to us, I suppose. But that was after 2 or 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, they continually try and make it a little harder.
Mm-hmm. Well, we're still doing pretty well. Hangout Millionaire is giving us spectacular results in Google, but not as quick and fast as it used to be back in the day with Evo Pro. That's for sure.
Well, I'm getting some interesting results. I have one client where every time I do a Hangout Millionaire promotion, she winds up being all of page 1 and half of page 2.
Wow.
For several of her keywords. And then within 8 or 9 hours, it's almost like Google has multiple personality disorder. And it turned around and said, "What? We can't have that." And then all of a sudden, she's only the top 7. And then I promote again, and sure enough, she's back. She's all of page 1 and half of page 2. And this keeps bouncing back and forth. Every time I promote her, she takes over page 1. And then several hours later, Google comes by and adjusts it and makes sure she can't have page 1.
Yeah. Well, that's a nice way to have a long-term SEO client, which is...
They seem to have a built-in bias to somebody owning everything on page 1.
Yeah, well, I suppose that kind of makes a bit of sense to them. So now, I've just released this new product in beta called EcomSpyPro, and it's a program which you've joined, and you've got some questions. So, how about we have a conversation about that?
Yeah, I understand everything up to where you find the products that LiveRank Sniper said are going to rank on page 1. So you go find those products in the dropship store.
Yep.
But now what do you do?
Okay, so since we're talking about EcomSpyPro and Shopify, I'll wind back a bit and I'll tell you why this is an effective strategy. First of all, when I first investigated this, I did this search in Google, which was site:/Shopify.com. And what I was looking for is stores that have been created, and then I found a bunch, and I put their title in Google, and I put the title of these sites in Google, a fresh opening of Google, to see where these sites are ranking. And what I found was breathtaking. Like, there was hardware, there was a lot of really tough terms, and the vast majority of them had page 1 rankings. So, as you can imagine, what this is telling me is that these subdomains on Shopify.com are ranking incredibly well, and they're leveraging the authority of Shopify.com. And it all makes perfect sense. And then I found out, and I think they were older stores, because it's now, when you create a store on Shopify, it's storename.myshopify.com. So they've updated it to myshopify.com. So then I did the same research. I did site:/myshopify.com and found a whole bunch of stores. Like there's literally millions of them. And so I grabbed a couple from the first couple of pages of Google, put their title in fresh Google search, and sure enough, they're all ranking really well. And then what I found was that there was a whole other bunch of domains ranking for those terms with the same title, but they weren't subdomains on myshopify.com. They were top-level domains, generally a domain name with the same words that are in the title. And then I looked at the source code of those, and those are just 301 redirecting back to myshopify.com. So it's a domain which people are redirecting, which is in the settings of my Shopify, of your Shopify store. It's very easy to connect your domain to the store, so you don't have the subdomain. And those top-level domains all ranking really well for those terms. So and we proved it technically we looked into it. But what we've proven is even using your own domain, you're still leveraging the authority of myshopify.com in Google. So any store you create, first of all, you get the advantage of being hosted on myshopify.com, and even if you use your own domain. So that's incredibly exciting. To anyone who's into SEO, you know how much of a huge advantage you've got starting off with SEO from that baseline. So you need to kind of understand that first when you're looking at the results provided by EcomSpyPro in terms of how many competitors there are with the keyword phrase you're after in the title and in the URL operator. So basically what that means is we're off to a great start to rank these sites before we do even anything, because we're hosted on myshopify.com. So there's that. So that's the main important point, knowing that once you find the terms, you will be able to rank relatively easily for those terms in Google using your own domain name, leveraging the authority of myshopify.com in Google. So I just wanted to get that out of the way. So, but then also the results that we provide in EcomSpyPro show you if there are products based off that keyword phrase. So maybe people listening to this aren't aware, but if you put in a seed term, you may get, say, 50 or 60 results. And what they are keyword phrases used by buyers in the top 10 selling ecom sites on the planet. So if you put in, I don't know, search term silver, you'll get you get results of about 60 to 70 results. And they are keyword phrases that these shops recommend in their own auto-suggest. So they suggest terms other people prior to you have used to buy something. So they're all buying terms. And that you'll have a page listed with 60 results, and you get all the Google data, and then you also get the AliExpress results. And what each of those results tells you is, number one, if it's a qualified product, and to be qualified, it's being sold by a 4-star seller or higher. It sells individual items, and it has free shipping. So that's our qualifier to get in our results. So if there is a result, it will put the price beside that. So that means, number one, you know there is a product relative to that buying term, and plus you've got all the ranking data to let you know if you can rank for it or not. So that's what the data is that we present. And now what's your first question again? Sorry.
Okay, so now I know what the keywords are and how much they cost. And then what I do is I go into the dropship store.
Yep.
And I'm assuming that I select all those items.
Right. So I think you're kind of jumping forward a bit. First of all, in my mind, what you will do is use EcomSpyPro to find a great niche, and one that you know you can rank for, that there's products available. Then you've got to go and get a My Shopify account, and they're free for 14 days. And then there is a process to get those products. There are apps inside My Shopify, inside Shopify, which allow you to import products directly from those drop shippers, and you just search for the products that you want, and they're imported immediately into your Shopify store. Now,
okay, so the drop shipper has an export function that'll go into My Shopify?
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. They import.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, they import easily. So once you sell it, once you get your site ranked, people buy it, and the dropshipper handles everything. So you get the money, and then once a day you've got to redistribute the funds back to the dropshipper, so they get paid. So you take the order, and once you get the order, so it's the order, so it's the cost plus whatever markup you put there, and then you send the money back to the dropshipper, then they fulfill the order for you on your behalf. So it's very, very simple, and you can mark up the prices, whatever you think the market will bear. So you take that into consideration when you're choosing a niche to go for.
Okay, so it's Shopify that handles. Somebody buys the product, I get my money, and the dropshipper gets their money, and they ship.
Well, actually, you get all the money, and then you've got to process that order, and then the processing of that order sends the money automatically to the dropshipper, then they fulfill it for you.
Cool.
Now, this is I've partnered up with a lady called Victoria, who's an expert in Shopify stores, so we're putting together training courses on exactly how to do this. And why we need training courses is there is a lot involved, and also as I said, there are so many apps you can use in Shopify and we've chosen the ones that will extract the most amount of money out of every person who comes to your store, and also providing themes that rank well, because just in terms of ranking, we want to make it as easy for Google as possible to index our site and be presented well in Google, etc., and be presented well in other social media sites. So we've done a lot of research to find the best apps possible to put a package together so people can follow our steps. We've done all the research and then create the sites that will convert well and rank well. So we're putting a training together for that, and plus we'll be selling done-for-you site packages where you supply the terms, and we'll build out the site and put some markup on there for our efforts,
Excellent.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier than it looked to me to begin with, because I'm not experienced with e-commerce. I've been doing SEO for so long that it never occurred to me that I could actually sell something online.
Oh, mate, look, this has really opened up my eyes. When I was using EcomSpyPro, first of all, I'm testing it, so I've got to do tons and tons of tests to, iron out all the bugs. And before I did that, I went out into social media and I said, I'm developing this product. I'm going to give away free research data for you. Just PM me your keyword phrases, and I'll run it through my software and give you the data in return, for free. So I did that about 25 times, and the diversity of products that people, like ideas and keyword phrases, are giving me to run, it's just blowing me. It's unlimited what you can profit from, what products are out there. I thought, well, what am I going to search for? And I just immediately went into mind blank, because I'm focusing on the software and making the software work, and I couldn't think of anything. That's why I went to social media and got help. And the amount of different things, and then when you run them through EcomSpyPro and you see how cheap you can get this stuff for online, it's mind-boggling. It really is. The only one slight drawback with this whole process is, like with Amazon, in America you got Amazon Prime, it's next day delivery. The thing with these using AliExpress is it's 2 to 3 week delivery. That's the only kind of friction in the whole process. Apart from that, it's just unbelievable.
Well, I mean, if somebody really desperately needs something tomorrow, then you just tell them, I'm sorry, it's going to take 2 to 3 weeks for you to get the item. And they'll either buy or they won't. I mean, you have to deal with the law of averages here. You're not going to sell everybody, but if you work at it long enough, you'll find all kinds of people who are saying, well, I don't need a purse. Is not a life or death decision. I just need a purse. If it's going to take 3 weeks, it takes 3 weeks.
Absolutely.
But I don't see that as a big drawback.
No.
Maybe a minor one.
No, me either. And people are looking for bargains, and there's so much markup in this product that you get from AliExpress. It's phenomenal. So you can still sell discounted items with massive markups. And if they want it the next day, sure, go to Amazon and pay more. As simple as that. So, money's tight around the world. So by offering our products at a discounted price with still a massive markup, like you can buy really good quality gold necklaces for 47 cents. And they're beautiful. 47 cents. With bloody free shipping. Individual items. It's ridiculous. You know, and
they will ship one gold 47-cent necklace free?
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, they do. It's ridiculous. I know it doesn't make sense. Like, I'm saying yes, and I think I'm lying to you, but I'm pretty sure I'm not.
That's crazy, but that's okay by me.
And you sell that for $9.97, you know, people are going to be happy. And then I walk around the supermarket, the shopping centre, and I look at all these products, and now I know what they're getting them from, you know, they're all getting them from the same place, and they're paying nothing, and they're selling them for incredible prices, you know. It's all the same stuff. So that's why I'm excited about this process. We've got stores that convert well, but more importantly, rank really well. And like the other thing is, Shopify is like we kind of almost missed the Shopify boat because it's really blowing up in the internet marketing niche. People are crushing it using Shopify, but most of them are doing Facebook ads. And Facebook ads is it's an organism that is never changing. Like, to be an expert at Facebook ads, it's 100% full-time job because it's always changing if you want to get the absolute maximum out of it. And what I'm discovering is that SEO is becoming a lot more easy than it is to become a bloody Facebook advertising expert and not throwing all your money away at Facebook for nothing. So I'm not saying SEO is better than Facebook. They both have their pros and cons, you know. So what I say to people, it's both. And if you can get free traffic from Google for a Shopify store that's profitable, why wouldn't you? And you can also throw Facebook ads at it as well, you know.
Yeah, I prefer SEO to Facebook. I've tried Facebook, and Facebook annoys me because every once in a while they change all the rules and don't tell you.
Mm-hmm.
And then you go crazy trying to figure out what got different.
Yep.
And you have things where, well, you know, this is only going to cost you, you know, 5 cents a click, and all of a sudden you get a monthly bill and it's $247.
Absolutely.
And then you go back and you look and you find out that the whole thing blew up on you, and you had no inkling that was happening, and that you had a whole bunch of tire kickers come in and click like crazy on your ad and do nothing.
Yep.
And I had one customer that I sold Facebook ads to, and I had a really neat product that allowed you to post into groups regardless of whether you belong to them or not. And of course, the first thing that happened is I got 58 million spam complaints going to Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
But it wound up with, you know, it really looked great. And because I did all of that, it attracted people who were just kind of looking around and kicking the tires. And when I told my client, you know, that this is only going to cost you 2, 3, maybe 5 cents a sale, and all of a sudden he had no sales and it was a $450 bill,
yep.
This was not a happy man.
Yep.
So I wound up having to eat it, and I said, that's it, you know, and until they make a better engine here, I'm not using this thing. This could be fatal. This is like not paying attention to Google AdWords and putting just any old statement up there.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the end of the month, you find out you owe Google AdWords your average annual salary because you've got 58 million ghost clicks.
Yep.
And it's, you know, not what I like. I like SEO because the way we're doing SEO is 100% controllable. And you know exactly what's going to happen.
Absolutely.
And it's very straightforward. I mean, you know, I just amaze people when they say, well, you know, how long will it take me to get on page 1? And I said, well, if I told you less than a week, would that make you happy? Yeah. If I told you less than a day, would it make you ecstatic?
Nice.
And they're like, no, well, you can't do it in less than a day. I said, I'll tell you what, if I can take one of your keywords in any city of your choice and put it on page 1 of Google tomorrow, will you do business with me?
Nice, mate.
And that generally winds up being a pretty good deal closer. Because when I show them the ranking, and of course they're not only on page 1, they're high on page 1.
Yep.
You know, they're like,
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. How do you do that? I said, very well.
Nice work.
Yeah.
Nice work.
So now the only thing that I find interesting is I did have an inquiry. Somebody wanted to know if I could promote products on Google.kr in Korea. And I'm going to guess that when I go into Lead Rank Sniper or Live Rank Sniper, if I assign a Gmail address that's Google.kr, is it going to process using Google.kr?
Off the top of my head, I don't know. I don't know. But look, at the end of the day, I can't see any reason why you're not going to index in Google.com.kr. I can't see any reason why you wouldn't. And if it gets in there, it's going to rank really high because the competition in that engine would be, 2/5 of nothing.
Right, and that's what I'm trying to figure out. I know I could probably stomp everybody flat that was a competitor.
Well, you can put the geolocation of an address, like probably the capital of North Korea, in Live Rank Sniping. You can put your longs and lats in there. That's what I'd be doing. And how long is it going to take you to test it? Just 20 minutes and you'll know.
Oh, if that.
Yeah. So I would give it a shot for sure. And I can't see any reason why it wouldn't. I don't think there's any specific restrictions on North Korea. Like, we can rank in any country. And
No. This is South Korea.
Oh, South Korea. Oh, well, definitely, absolutely. I can't see any reason why not. Like, we've got customers, particularly with Hangout Millionaire and Live Rank Sniper, that just crush it in all the other countries. When you're not in .com, your competition is reduced, just dramatically.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering, how I promote a business in South Korea with something like Live Rank Sniper and HOM.
Just do exactly the same as what you normally do. But use those longs and lats in Hangout Millionaire and in Live Rank Sniper, and that will come up in the South Korea engine for sure. For sure.
Wow. So all I have to do is just use a keyword or something like rice pudding sole, and it'll use Google.kr?
Well, Google.kr should pull it up anyway. But it's not specifically if you use the longs and lats. I don't know. I would just do a test. Run it and then go to Google.com.kr and see if it appears.
Yeah, it's Google.kr.
Oh, Google.kr. Yep. I can't see any reason why not. It works spectacularly in Germany, Spain, Italy, blah blah blah, Russia. So I can't see why it wouldn't.
Yeah, Google.de in Germany.
Yeah, man, Hangout Millionaire works awesome over there. People crush it in non.com places because the competition just isn't there like it is in the .com engine.
Okay, so how do you get, for example, Live Rank Sniper to know that you don't want to use Google.com to search the keywords for page 1? You want to use Google.kr.
Good question. Is it in there? How many top-level domains have we got? Oh, I see. Okay, I understand what your question is now. Right. So, hang on, I'll just pull it up.
There's probably hundreds of domains for Google, depending on what country you're talking about.
Yeah, there is. One sec. I'm just firing it up now.
And it's a little complicated because if you're going to search for something on Google.kr, you have to search in Korean.
Yeah. Right, of course.
And the company that I'm talking to is going to do the translations. So that, they'll give me Korean. I have no idea what it says, but that's what they're going to give me.
Okay. In Live Rank Sniper, we've got .com, .com.au, .de, .co.uk, and .ru at this stage. So when it searches for the live events listed in one of those engines, they're the only ones we've got at this stage. But mate, I would do a run and then just manually search for those live events easily in your browser for each of those terms.
Okay, I don't think I understood what you said. How do I get it to search google.kr?
Oh, no, you can't get LiveRank Sniper to do it. I'm just saying, create a whole bunch of live events in LiveRank Sniper as you do normally, and then once it's completed, put each of those terms in google.kr manually in your browser and search for the live events that way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
That will work. Like, it's painful that it's not automated, but you'll know if it works or not. And if it works, off you go. And like, you will get so many more rankings in google.kr than you will in .com. So I would expect a really high percentage of whatever you run through LiveRank Sniper will rank in google.kr for sure.
Yeah. There's got to be a lot less competition with google.kr than google.com.
Absolutely. Yep. So they're Korean, it's in Korean language that you need to get ranked, not in English.
Well, I can rank the keyword in English.
Right.
With the live event, and then have that keyword converted to Korean.
Awesome.
And then do the search in google.kr, see if it shows up. If it does, then we're good to go.
Awesome. So have you got any other questions around Shopify? Because I think we better wrap it up here before we bore people to tears.
Okay, so once I do the AliExpress and I export everything to my Shopify account and it's in there, then all I have to do is promote the Shopify URL, right?
Yeah. Well, so let's just say your product is Toy Poodle. So originally when you register your site, it will be toy-poodles.myshopify.com. But then you register a domain, and it's very easy in the settings of your registrar and the Shopify settings to get your domain to redirect to that store. So if you buy mytoypoodles.com, that is the website you promote. And when it
So I can forward the domain that I registered anywhere I want. So I'll just forward the domain to my Shopify.
Yeah, it's like a 201 redirect, I don't know, but when all the pages are indexed on your domain, so you just promote that like you normally do, and do the SEO, and off you go.
Awesome.
Good stuff, mate.
You make it sound so simple. And I was looking at it and I'm saying, this is as clear as mud. I don't understand this because I'm not an e-commerce guy.
Yeah.
Now I understand, and I agree with you. I think this could be an absolute moneymaker.
Absolutely. I think so too, mate. I'm just finding that there's niches out there, and I'm going to go wide with this. Because once you've got an index, that's it. It's like free money. And I'll get my staff to process the orders every day, and off we go.
Yeah, this is very close to having a license to print money.
That's what I think. Good stuff, mate. Okay, on that happy note, we'll leave it there. And thanks for your time again. We'll have to, next time you've got any questions.
Thank you very much for clearing that up for me, Pete.
No worries, mate. Have a good day or night, wherever you are.
Okay, you too.
Okay, thanks, mate. Bye.